A long time ago, after Noah's Ark and the Great Flood, the world began to fill with people again. Families grew, and little by little, people spread out across the land. But at one point, many of them gathered in one big place called Shinar. At that time, everyone still spoke the same language. There were no different words or accents, everyone understood each other perfectly. Life was simple, and working together was easy. The people looked around and thought, why should we spread out? Let's stay right here and build something amazing. And so, the people got to work. They made bricks and used tar for mortar. Their big idea? A tower. But not just any tower, a huge one, so tall it would reach the sky. They said to one another, let's build a tower that reaches the heavens. That way, we'll be famous. Everyone will know who we are. We won't be scattered all over the earth, we'll stick together and make a name for ourselves. But here's the thing, they weren't thinking about God. They were thinking about themselves. Their pride had taken over. They wanted to be powerful and important without God's help. And that's where the trouble started. God saw what was happening. He saw how the people were working together with one heart and mind, but for the wrong reason. They weren't trying to honor Him. They were trying to lift themselves up. So, God did something unexpected. One day, as they worked on the tower, people started speaking differently. One person asked for a brick, but the other didn't understand. Another called for help, but no one knew what they were saying. God had confused their language. Just like that, the people couldn't understand each other anymore. It became impossible to keep building. The project came to a stop. Because they couldn't understand one another, the people had no choice but to stop building the tower. They left the city and scattered across the earth, just like God had wanted in the first place. That unfinished tower. It became known as the Tower of Babel, which means, confusion. The people wanted to build something big for themselves, but they forgot the most important thing, God. Their pride got in the way of His plan. But God wasn't being mean. He was reminding them, and us, that true success comes from following His plan, not our own. When we try to build without Him, things fall apart. But when we walk with Him, He leads us where we're meant to go. So the next time you find yourself wanting to make a name for yourself, stop and ask, am I doing this for me, or for God? Pride may lead us away from God's path, but He always finds a way to guide us back.